The Power of Ranges. This is podcast number 105. It's at the intermediate level and requires some knowledge of Accordance Bible software, but no knowledge of Hebrew or Greek. Today, we're going to look at the power of ranges.
Home on the range.
No, not those kinds of ranges. I mean a specific portion of a Bible or text. Sometimes that means a passage. At other times it may mean a book, all the books written by a single author, or even all the passages written in a specific genre. In this podcast, we'll learn how to use the power of Accordance's ranges to assist in these kinds of studies. What is a range? A range is a subsection of a Bible or text which is defined by a set of verse references. Accordance offers both preset and custom ranges. Accordance allows us to use these ranges to limit a search by adding a range search condition, using the range search command, and 3, designing custom ranges, which can be used in either of the previous two. Range search condition. This is the default search text pane in Accordance. To add a search condition, all we have to do is click the plus button to the right of the search entry area. This drop-down search condition area appears. From it, we can choose to add one or more of 3 different search conditions: range, scope, or bracketed words. We're going to choose range. We just have to click the plus button again to add more search conditions, but we won't do that now. As you can see, Accordance's default is all text, which means the entire Bible or other ancient text we may have selected. However, if we click that button, another drop-down menu appears that allows us to choose a subsection of the text, like so. Here, let me move it so we can see the entire menu. Yours won't look exactly like this, as I've added some custom ranges, but you will see a list with defined range at the very bottom. Selecting any of these ranges limits our Accordance searches to just that particular subsection of the text. If we search for kindness in the ESV, we will find 151 hits. Now watch what happens when we add a range search condition. To do that, we'll click the plus, and note that the original search range was all text, or the entire Bible. Oh, and here are those 3 different search conditions. Now, we'll leave Accordance set on range, but let's limit our search to the Old Testament and run it again. Just 99 hits. Limit it to the New Testament, and we get only 52 hits. Since 99 plus 52 equals 151, we can see that the search range conditions did indeed limit our last 2 searches, first to the Old Testament, then to the New Testament. Range search command. We can also limit a search to a particular section of the text using the range command. It's available through the search menu by choosing command, then range. We can also click in the search entry area and choose command range from the pop-up menu, or just use the keyboard shortcut and type Command-Shift-R if you're on a Mac, or Shift-Control-R on a PC. Any of these actions will place the range command in the search entry box. To complete the command, replace the question mark with any one of the following: the name of a book in the Bible or another canon, or a range of books, like Psalms or Genesis through Deuteronomy. A verse reference or range of verses, like Psalm 23, Acts 1:1 through 12:15, or any predefined or custom range, like New Testament or Apocalypses. Notice that these named ranges require quotation marks around their titles. If we do a simple search for peace, Accordance finds 367 hits. Now, let's limit the range using a range command. We right-click in the search entry box and choose Command, then Range. We'll just type in the name of a book here, 1 Timothy. 1 hit. Change the range to Psalms, and we get 23 hits. Now, if I want to use one of the ranges I've already defined, I insert its name inside of double quotes. I'll use NT for New Testament. 94 hits. Let's use another predefined range. We'll open the search conditions here and check the range list for some possibilities, but we're going to use the range command, not the range search condition. So let's pick prophets. Again, notice the title is in quotes. I should also point out that as of Accordance 10.4.2, we no longer need to use the AND command in front of the range command. The range command will work just fine by itself. I should mention that there's a difference in the way Accordance graphs search results for these two different uses of range. If we use the range command, Accordance displays the results as part of the entire text. If we use search condition instead, Accordance displays only that particular portion of the text. Now, the search results are the same in every case but one, only the way they are displayed are different. That single exception is the count command, which always counts the hits in the section of text defined by the pop-up menu. See Accordance Help for more details. Custom ranges. Let's return to this menu, which we've already seen in this podcast. This time we'll create a new range, so we'll select Define Range. This dialog box appears. Now, we click New, pick a unique name, let Accordance know which text we'll be taking the book order from. Remember that original texts, Bibles, and their translations often use book orders that are different from one another. Type the verse reference or references we'd like to include in this range. Click Verify to make sure the range will work, and click Update. The new range will appear in the drop-down menu once we close the dialog box. To make a custom range, first we have to open the Range dialog box, which we've already seen, and click Define Range. Click New and we can type in the name of our range. I'll pick Johannine, since we're going to group all of John's books in a single range. Note that we can choose which Bible or text our book order is taken from, and Accordance lists all of our texts here, so making a range in something other than the Bible is just as easy. Okay, now we're ready to type our verse references. Most people agree the apostle wrote the epistles of John, so we'll enter those first. Now, if we consider John the author of the fourth gospel as well, we should enter that book. Now comes the most difficult choice. Is this the same John as the author of Revelation? Opinions are really divided on this one, but we can enter it as well. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is that we can customize these ranges based on our own personal decisions about what belongs in each range. We verify our verse references, click Update, and close the dialog box. Accordance automatically chooses the new range for us, assuming we want to use it immediately. Now notice when we search for love, we find it in just the Johannine literature of the New Testament. By the way, I should probably add that Accordance always displays ranges in canonical order, not the order in which we entered the verse references. When is it worth creating a custom range? When it's a group of passages we use frequently, or one that takes a long time to type in. Here are 4 examples. We can group passages together by genre. While most people recognize that Revelation is apocalyptic literature, did you know that there are other passages in the Bible that fall into this classification? Here they are. And I've underlined Daniel to remind me to share with you that not all of Daniel should probably be classified as apocalyptic, but which sections are disputed. Here's a place where we can customize Accordance based on our own decisions. We can also group passages by location. For instance, here are a variety of passages associated with Ephesus. They either mention Ephesus or are written to people who lived in that great ancient metropolis. We can also group passages liturgically, as in this set of traditional readings for the Feast of Tabernacles. I've combined those from the Jerusalem and Babylonian Talmuds, which vary slightly, and yes, I've included the readings for Simchat Torah. Finally, one last example, denominations vary as to which books they consider canonical. Some Bibles include the Apocrypha, like the NRSV. If you're Catholic or Orthodox, that's probably fine. If you're Protestant, you may decide to exclude them, like so. Now, all the examples I've given here are from the Bible, but remember that custom ranges can be used with any text, not just Bibles. Accordance's range command, range search condition, and custom ranges are all powerful features designed to support the serious study of the Bible. I trust this podcast will help you use them to dig deeper into the text. This has been Dr. J for Accordance Bible Software. Thank you for watching this episode of Lighting the Lamp.